Brian Wilson reporting in Washington. And now for a fair and balanced debate on this, let's bring in Tucker Carlson. He's a senior fellow with the Cato Institute and a Fox News contributor. And Maria Cardona is a former senior advisor to former Senator Hillary Clinton and the former communications director for the Democratic National Committee. Welcome to both of you. Good to have you here today.
Thanks, Martha.
Maria, what do you make of this? I mean, is this members of Congress who don't want to increase troops in Afghanistan, and this is their way of going about it by saying, well, we can do it, but we're going to charge everybody for it?
Well, I don't exactly know what's going on in their minds as they've proposed this, but I do think it's an attempt to make everybody really think about where this money is going to come from. And I do think that everything should be on the table. You know, President Obama and his national security advisors have up to this point deliberated very, very carefully in terms of the way forward. And we've seen that even Peter Orszag has been part of these meetings, which tells you that to the president, as it should be, the cost is going to be a huge contributing factor in understanding and in his decision as to how to move forward. So I do think that everything should be on the table right now.
Tucker, does it seem strange to you that there's so much discussion about how much it costs per troop and maybe not the same commensurate discussion about how much health care costs from the same people?
Well, because one's a basic human right, Martha. No, look, Dave Obey has been in the Congress, in the House, since literally before I was born, and I'm 40. He knows that this has no chance of going anywhere. The White House will not support this. Most of the public, I mean, about 50% of the public isn't for the war in the first place. So this is an attempt to make a point. And by the way, it's not sustainable as an economic question. His idea is to tax rich people who already pay for almost everything. The top 1% of earners pay for more than 40% of all federal taxes. Okay? So at some point, rich people diminish in numbers. That you drive them out of the country, and they go away, at which point the country goes bankrupt. So, I mean,
and they figure out ways to send their money out of the country so that it doesn't get taxed and all sorts of things like that. Let's actually pull up a full screen that shows, because Obey actually has a wide plan to tax a wide